My next guest is the author of a book called Cosmic Headphone, an Uncommon Novel. Anne Preciado-Rich joins us now via Skype to tell us all about her book and her radio show and more. Welcome, Anne. How are you?
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show, Joanne. I'm doing pretty well, actually. It's been a good week.
Good, and we're welcoming you back because we had you on once before, and I just want to delve into everything because it goes really, really fast. So, how do we know that our behavior is real or is conscious? Is there a way of knowing that?
I think it's really hard, actually. I mean, neuroscientists say that our behavior is 95% subconscious. That means that it's kind of automatic behavior based on all the little stories that we created for ourselves when we were just little kids. They say that all of our information about our philosophy and our belief towards this world is pretty much set in our consciousness, our subconsciousness, by the time we're 6 years old.
Wow.
So
That's pretty amazing. So then, how do we get to change that story about ourselves, and how to, especially as we're growing up, and how do we get to create or recreate or discreate what was in the past, a real story?
Well, it's most of us don't even attempt to try that until we keep running up against problems in our lives, uh, things that keep showing up again and again and again. Um, Basically, it starts by paying attention, by being super honest with what we're really thinking, what we're really feeling at the time we're acting something out. That's kind of hard for a lot of people, but I think now I've heard that we're shifting into this age of truth and light, and there's a lot of hard things happening for people, which is going to cause them to look deeper at their own behavior. And
So what you're saying is that many of us don't pay attention to what we're doing, since what you said, a lot is so much subconscious, and so we're not being conscious of our actions and even the story that you're saying that we have about ourselves. Now this book, and I love your book, Cosmic Headphone, the protagonist, Zoe, why has she come into this world? What's her message, and what is she here to help us do?
well, she was recruited, actually. I think a lot of us come into this world with a purpose.
Right.
And she was asked to return to this world a lot, along with a lot of other people, um, part of the baby boomer generation, to help begin to heal some of our attitudes towards our bodies, the conflict between our spirituality and our physical
Our
bodies'
sexuality,
desires. Pardon?
our sexuality too, right?
Oh yeah, that's the big part of it. Yeah, we have an attitude, especially in Western culture, that our bodies, our sexuality is less than divine. It's we don't look at it as being a beautiful, sacred thing. I mean, generally speaking. I mean, there probably are some people that do, but on a mass consciousness, and that's why we get that kind of, we get a lot of female pop stars kind of parading around on stage, overtly sexual, which, I understand why that happened because it was originally in response to the repression of our sexuality and our bodies. But now it's kind of gotten to the point where um, it really it was done out of rebellion, and anything done out of rebellion is not really balanced, actually.
But it's important what you're saying. It's also important for us to embrace the beauty, the divinity that you say that's within ourselves, so that we really have
Yes.
a very positive outlook about not only about our minds but about our physicality as well.
Well, how can we really truly honor ourselves, truly have a deep love and regard for ourselves when we're told at a very young age, at least I was growing up in the baby boomer generation, that, you know, our sexuality is not really of the divine.
So we
I,
need to change that. Now you have this radio show. It's called Wonderland Radio Show.
yes,
Who
yes.
who is the radio show for? And tell us a little bit of what it's about.
It is for anyone who is kind of looking to for more information, for more knowledge about this life that they're living on Earth. For anybody who would like to become a little bit more conscious, who likes to go out beyond the status quo, exploring, who has a big imagination, and I am trying to get into. Talking about all those super ordinary events that happen in our lives. For instance, like talking to dead relatives in dreams, and those really amazing magical coincidences that happen in our lives. It's really kind of a platform to validate that for people, that this is real stuff. This is part of the wonderland of Earth.
So that's why, hence the name Wonderland. So again,
Yes,
people need to
yes.
tune into your show, Wonderland, and also get your book, Cosmic Headphone. Thanks so much, Anne. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Joanne.
So, folks, Power Your Life will be right back, and ahead, find out what's hot for next week. A new crisis has been emerging in recent history with the rise of global warming pollution. Many of us would rather deny or make light of the warning of scientists and of their research findings. However, the time has come to stop polluting our environment and our atmosphere by treating it as a sewer for our toxic waste, and thereby putting our health on the line. And the course has begun to put into effect more clean energy solutions. One small step is just the beginning. Global warming demands global strategies and global cooperation to make a difference in our lives, our future, our children's future, and the future of our world. That's it for tonight's Power Your Life. On next week's show, we're heating things up a little bit with relationship expert Janice Hoffman. She's joining us with some great tips to help keep that spark alive with the one that you love. Remember, folks, that you have the power, you have the power to power your dreams and power your life.